Here we are again. We're back for the final Patreon commentary track. This one is on The Princess Bride. Princess Bride, it's a perfect movie. Like, I can't think of a single flaw in the entirety of the film. It's sweet, it's cute, it's adorable, it's fun for everybody. There's not a single flaw in it. Carrie Elways is great. Robin Wright's great. Andre the Giant. It's hard to find a flaw in this one. And this was a commentary track we just did, I think, right in the middle of COVID. Because we were all stuck inside. We had nothing to do. So we're like, hey, let's do commentary tracks. Let's talk about this movie. This is fun. And then we pitched various ways you could do a remake of this. I mean, I could see this being remade with modern cast. I could see this being maybe even a TV series, like a 6-episode miniseries. There was, of course, that Quibi adaptation. Remember Quibi? That vanished very quickly, where during the middle of COVID, a lot of celebrities remade certain scenes on their phones and just kind of cut it up into chunks. I don't know if that still exists anywhere. Maybe somebody archived it, but yeah, I don't know if that was really in the best taste, because a lot of celebrities doing that in the middle of COVID. It's like, yes, I'm glad you're able to survive on your own while the rest of us are struggling and dying. Yeah, so. But anyways, Princess Bride, it's a wonderful film. It's a shame that I don't think any family film has really even tried to recreate this kind of style, now that I think about it. I'm sure they exist, these kinds of movies, but this is a very special film. I saw this when I was a kid, and doing a commentary on this, I just got to sit back, chill, relax, and just enjoy a fun, wonderful family film. Fun for everybody. So here is the final commentary track from the Patreon from Montrose Media on The Princess Bride. Enjoy.
Now, viewers, don't be alarmed. If there's no sound and you're watching on Disney Plus, that's going to happen to us too. I'm about to hit play.
We may have stumbled on a conspiracy theory that they got the rights to 20th Century Fox's logo, but not their opening logo music.
Imagine paying $80 billion for that company and then just not getting that music.
Hey, you can have this amazing car. There's no engine inside of it, though.
Yeah, it's interesting because the captioning said boy coughing, and you don't have his cough at the beginning either.
It was like faint.
Oh my God, he was so young.
I have to show you guys a picture. My older brother looked just like him as a child. Like,
So did I.
1-to-1 twins.
Oh, this movie.
We'll have to compare baby pictures.
This movie is timeless. Even Fred Savage is quarantining.
Nice.
Damn, imagine quarantining and there's snow outside. That's going to be reality.
During Christmas.
Imagine being a mom and having a mullet. Like, that's a total mom mullet. Like, that is the Karen hairstyle of the, 1980s, I guess?
This is what, 86, 87?
Yeah, I think so.
Little product placement background.
Yeah, 87, because like it's like it shares I wouldn't say it shares an anniversary with RoboCop, but they both came out in 87, I think.
Yes, they were. 87. We can't discuss this and not discuss Once Upon a Deadpool.
You know, I was going to ask which version we should watch, this or Once Upon a Deadpool, but
This is better.
I still haven't seen that version.
I haven't either.
It's just it was an experiment to see if they could possibly do Deadpool as a PG-13 film in the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah.
They can't. The jokes don't work. It's not very funny. They cut out a ton of stuff. It just shows how small changes can make drastic differences to a film. Just like the editing is different in scenes you wouldn't even think would be changed.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just there's a whole supercut of it on YouTube. You should check out. It's shocking.
But she never called him that.
Oh, it's Wesley? I always thought it was Wesley. Oh, okay.
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
Again, that could just be Disney's captions.
Now
are
it's
wrong.
always been Wesley.
This is the Burger King, KFC changes,
okay,
and
I remember-
Scooby-Doo 2 all over again.
I remember way more lines of this than I thought.
Robin Wright looks
I was like,
so goddamn young.
Oh, she was so pretty too. She still
She's-
is though.
She's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
on Amazon one
gorgeous.
day.
But you see her
I
in
love
this,
her.
and then you look at her in Blade Runner 2049, and it's like, wow, it's like two different people.
I was gonna go with Wonder Woman, but nice.
There's that too.
She also directs a bunch on House of Cards and kills it.
Yeah, apparently everybody really loved her as a director on that show.
She was
Yeah.
so good.
Whereas with David Fincher, everybody hated him.
I cannot say that I'm surprised.
He's I think there's something mentally wrong with him. I think he's on the spectrum. So he doesn't like waiting. He doesn't like being told no. So, yeah.
It could be that, or it could be growing up rich. Who knows?
Yeah, I
There's
think
that too.
My
Annoy
fiance.
me.
My fiance mentioned this on our Monday watch, but Carrie Elwes in this movie kind of looks like a real life anime boy protagonist.
He does.
does.
He does. He got the grease on his
he
face.
100% is.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like, how many anime protagonists were inspired specifically by him.
Oh, I guarantee this is like Hayao Miyazaki's wet dream. I guarantee it. This is totally because everyone's character growth comes from them affecting each other and growing as people before they become lovers. Yeah, this is totally a Miyazaki film, more for kids than it is for adults.
I'd watch the Miyazaki version of this.
I'm sure it exists. I mean, the fact that her name is Buttercup, it's just,
Which you would think would ruin it, because, like, a lot of times if you watch a movie and the protagonist just instantly has a shit name, you're like, Like, Buttercup's a weird name out of, like, if you haven't experienced it before.
it's a fairy
Is it
tale.
sa-
I can let it go.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
should
I
be
guess so.
she should be named Blossom or Bubbles.
I like Bubbles.
I can't think Bubbles because then I think of that horrible Zack and Miri make a porno movie.
Oh, God, no.
God damn it, Kevin Smith, you fuck everything up.
Here's your coffee, white.
I lowered the pickup on my mic in Audacity, so if my audio sounds a little bit different, you know why.
Just have to lean into it.
Yeah. I just did not like.
Said every 15-year-old girl after a breakup.
And boy.
Everyone has said that at some point in time.
Yeah. You still got 60 years to go, dude. You'll be fine.
Boo.
Jack Skellington, everybody.
Hello, Farquaad.
He said the joke before I did.
Really? It's lasted that long? I'm kind of actually shocked.
I'm eating.
That is an ugly ass crown. Can we just take a second and appreciate how fucking ugly that is?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father
I was about to say.
of elderberries.
Very Monty Python crowd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that dress. I don't know why I haven't gotten that. Why have I never bought that dress?
That's a you question. I don't know.
I
can't
don't
answer
know.
that. I thought I said humper dick for a second. Now it's amazing how one letter can make all the difference in the world. See?
And it wasn't
That's for the
Humperdinck
porn
when she was
parody, the
writing.
Yeah.
porn
Her
cis
only joy was
bride.
in the daily ride. Thank God it's not with humper dick.
Totally different movie.
What a motley crew.
I know,
yeah.
right?
I met Wallace Shawn. He's a really nice guy.
I'm glad to know that.
Yeah, he's a really, really sweet guy. He loves his fans.
He was in Southland Tales.
Oh, god damn it! You fucking ruined everything, Seth. Jesus.
He also reprised Vizzini in the home movies version of the movie.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I
But
love how
he
they do
added a
exposition.
Sam Jackson and Kingsman-esque lisp to it. I don't know why.
I love how they do exposition here by having Andre the Giant be like a stupid character, but they don't do it ham-handedly and crappily like a lot of films would do.
I keep thinking that this movie could have been made in the 50s, and imagining the casting there, like Boris Johnson as Fezzik.
I thought you meant the
what they were
British
going for.
Prime Minister for a second.
Yeah, I mean, like, Wesley's definitely like an Errol Flynn type
I
character
was just
through
thinking
and
Errol
through.
Flynn,
Yep.
yeah.
100%, yeah.
We see this as nostalgic, but they were also seeing it as nostalgic for their time. So it's like that 6 degrees separation kind of thing.
If you're going to do exposition, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or backstory, I guess. In Greenland? All right, that was one.
I never understood why you just bonk him on the head and throw him overboard. I wouldn't take that.
Yeah, but he's the smart guy of the group.
There's a wonderful Andre the Giant documentary about how the man would drink like 50 plus beers,
Oh, yeah.
His alcohol
And-
tolerance was insane.
and he was so big that they couldn't move him when he'd pass out in the
Yep.
lobby of a hotel.
The hotel, like expensive ass hotels too. Nice hotels.
Why do you think he died young?
Yeah.
When you drink that much, it hurts you.
Well, it was a lot more to do with his
Well,
the
it's also
disorder
his-
that made him that big.
His size, he kept
Yeah.
growing. He wouldn't stop growing. But I'm sure being
think a lot of the
an
reason that
alcoholic didn't help.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to stop you here. People that have genetic disorders often drink a lot because they're in a lot of pain, and it's not the drinking that kills them, it's their genetic disorders. I don't like the inference there.
Fair enough.
Inconceivable.
How many times does he say that in this movie?
That's a good question. I don't
12?
think I've ever...
No, it's gotta be more than 12.
It's because he's only in it for a few minutes.
Yeah, he's in this movie a lot shorter of a time than I think most people realize.
Seth, that's essentially that drinking game. You should be taking a shot every time he says it.
I am drinking, but I don't do shots because, almost 30. I don't feel like I need to anymore.
Yeah. I've had some people say that whenever I go out to drink. They're like, hey, let's do a shot. I'm like, I'm 35, dude. I don't
Yeah.
need to do that anymore.
You aged out of them.
I'm not 19. I don't have the tolerance for it anymore. I'm sorry. Thank you, but I'd like to just sip my drink now, please.
I know, right? I would like to feel okay when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to not feel like I just got hit by a train and feel like shit.
That's a weird way to describe a dick.
That's a good prop.
I'm really curious how many of the things that he says in this movie are proven false or do not happen.
He
Because
seems
he's
like he's
presented
being
as, like,
pretty
the
honest
smart one.
now.
On this occasion, yeah. At this time.
Love that Fred Savage has both Captain America and He-Man as toys.
I mean, I think that's the best.
It's the 80s. Consume.
I mean, look at all the junk that's on the back of his
I didn't have that many toys when I was a kid. They must be rich. Is this what it was like to be rich in the 80s?
I want to say that's Peter Falk's real hair, but I can also see it as a wig.
Then that means it was a toupee.
Oh.
It's close enough. I don't think he was ever bald. Oh, she's freezing. You see that breath? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Bonk.
Yeah, that could not have been a fun scene to film for her at
Yeah.
all. That dress is probably heavy as anything.
Yeah.
Oh shit. She's throwing shade.
Love his lines.
That pose.
I just had a weird thought. If they ever remake this, the person to cast as Inigo Montoya, Pedro Pascal.
Who do you cast?
Yeah, he was in
to
the
play?
Quibi version.
Yeah. Cast the Mandalorian as Inigo Montoya. There you go.
I posited Diego Luna,
I can see
Cassian
that.
Andor.
Like, who can do Andre the Giant's role? Like, really do it well
Dave Bautista.
nowadays? Who?
Dave Bautista.
Well, that's because
No.
Really
He's
that
too short.
big.
yeah, he's only like 5'8".
Who's the Australian guy from Mad Max?
Oh no,
Nate,
the mountain.
The Mountain.
the
the
Mountain.
Mountain,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, we were all
He didn't
thinking
even
the
have
same
the
thing.
accent
It was
right.
like, who's a really big guy? Yeah, the mountain.
Irony that the guy named the Mountain is the big guy.
Yeah,
His name's something half Thor, right?
something like that. He looks like a full Thor to me.
Yeah.
For real. If that's a half Thor, I don't want to be around when full Thor comes along.
Yeah. He's always Super Saiyan.
It's true.
I wish I had this rope climbing ability. Like, that's some upper body strength from all parties involved. Oh, poor Fezzik.
What a stunt.
I love his legs.
Kind of wish it was like Batman 66 just walking on the side.
That would be funny.
I know we're not supposed to like Vizzini, but he's so like he reminds me of like an incel, like cringe incel, like nobody can do anything right.
How
It's
dare
like
you
you
put your
know
body
he's-
on OnlyFans? I was supposed to get it all to myself.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, this girl doesn't even know he exists. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I don't like heights in that. No.
Is
I'm
that
shocked. No one shows
Is that
that
the
as their
biggest
quote.
quote from this movie?
I think so, yes.
I think so, yeah.
Because I've heard it outside of the context of people quoting the film.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
Well, he gets one more later on.
There are tons of people who don't even know where the phrase is from who have used it at me, and I've been like, oh, I love that movie. And they're like, movie? What movie?
yeah,
Because I think at work, working in IT, like a lot of nerds have seen this movie and quote it and stuff.
I love the swordplay masturbation joke.
Yes.
He goes lefty so it's not over too quickly.
it's one of those movies that you find funny stuff as an adult, didn't quite catch
Like
as a kid.
that's he's straight up jerking off screen. Like I love it.
I thought I just had a dirty mind. I was like, heh, heh.
See, at first I thought Manny Patinkin as Inigo was just a poor result of the 80s not being as progressive in their casting, but then I realized Manny Patinkin is from Chicago, and Fred Savage's character in this movie is supposed to be from Chicago, So he's just picturing Inigo as the most Spaniard person he knows, Manny Patinkin.
I want to believe that's the thought they put into the film,
yeah,
but
That's reaching. You have to stretch before you reach that far.
Consent matters even when you're trying to kill somebody, and I think that this movie just shows that consent applies in like every scenario. Like, listen, if these men who are trying to kill each other can like wait until like it's a mutual consent situation, I think you can wait to bang your girlfriend until she's ready. I'm just saying.
Also racist. Known to many Spaniards. That's all I needed.
see, this is why I want a Dread Pirate Roberts movie. I want to know what he went through to be able to do all the shit he does.
I know, right? He's got to have a hell of a backstory.
And they don't explain any, so it's not going to be like Solo. You can just make up whatever you want.
Yeah.
It'd be different for every Dread Pirate.
Right.
Or it could be like a Captain Jack Sparrow thing where he clearly just made a bunch of shit up to increase his reputation,
Yes.
but it's not. None of it's true.
But I mean, he literally did scale the cliff and is really good at sword fighting, so
That's true.
he learned something.
There's something, okay, so like did the previous Dread Pirate Roberts, like was he like a really evil guy and Wesley has been like just like a good Dread Pirate Roberts, or like has he been like an actual pirate up until this point? Like, because I've always been wondering, like,
I think
how
it's kinda like
bad
the-
of a
I think
character
it's-
is he?
It's kind of like the Phantom. One dies and the next one takes over.
Well, yeah, but like, what has Wesley done? What are his crimes? What are his sins? Is he actually a good person, or is he a bad boy?
I think
it's going for
as,
like a Zorro vibe kind of thing.
Yeah,
Fights for the
I see it
people.
as like if you were gonna adapt One Piece into a movie, the way to do it is the Dread Pirate Roberts story, where like pirates are pirates by name, but only because they're running from like a really corrupt government, like Luffy and his gang.
Or just
and
do like a
they
Robin
ha-
Hood?
Yeah. Like, isn't it a Dread Pirate? Isn't that the name of the guy that like made the One Piece? I forget. Anyways, something along those lines. That they're cowboys of the sea. They're not really like raping and pillaging.
Yeah.
I practice with this sword 3 hours a day so that when I meet a pirate, I can kill it.
Well, clearly you should have been practicing 4 hours a day, bitch, because I beat your ass.
I can see this movie inspiring the Pirates movies.
Oh, totally.
Oh yeah. They're making another one.
Really?
I thought it's, well, maybe they're not anymore now that Johnny Depp is like going to be broken.
No.
soon.
It's Margot Robbie's taking over, and they're doing like a not
Like a
reboot, but
she-pirate?
kind of like a just not even spin-off, just same universe, new line of movies thing.
Probably the best decision.
Likely.
Interesting. So he's done nothing but study swordplay, and Wesley has done a ton of shit, and you want to tell me that Wesley's still better? Yes. I love it.
Well, he's got true love on his side. That trumps all.
I love it.
That
God
blackface
tier
mask
dialogue.
is so good.
Also, this is like legitimately great swordplay.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Star Wars looked like this? Like this was the
Do you-
extent of an action scene.
Do you mean after A New Hope?
Yeah, A New Hope was garbage. A New Hope
Anytime
was...
people try to defend the like Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader fight in A New Hope, and I'm like, nah, Errol Flynn was doing this shit in the 30s, and it was way better.
Yeah.
Like, I think anybody that watched Star Wars and then went to film school and did their own lightsaber duels in the parking lot of the film school know that it's way easier to do good lightsaber duels than Lucas lets on.
Well, it's like the conceit of that fight was that it's a robot versus an old man. So,
It doesn't stop people from either trying to recreate it or edit it in a way so that it seems more kinetic.
yeah.
Oh shit!
What? What?
Oh, just when he goes, "I'm not right-handed." This is such a like great mic drop moment.
I really love how they used the entirety of the space available to them in this.
Hey, Assassin's Creed.
I love this. Doink.
Is there like a pad underneath the floor that he lands
Oh,
on?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
I love it. Okay.
They don't make movies like this
What was
anymore.
that?
It's disappointing.
They really don't.
Yeah, just leave it wide, nice long shots.
Still a better Bloodshot movie than Bloodshot.
The physicality of the actors here, like,
Yeah.
not just what they're doing with their swords, but everything that they're doing with their bodies in between the motion scenes is just so good.
Yeah, this is clearly them. Like the way Cary Elwes holds himself compared to,
Mandy Patinkin.
Manny Pan. Thank you.
Yep.
Their posture is separate. They're distinct from each other.
I
don't
love
know.
this.
It seems like we need
talent.
Orlando Bloom, Johnny Depp, and the third guy fighting on top of a giant water wheel or something.
No.
I still love that scene. It's so much fun. It's dumb, but it's fun.
Oh God. Because fuck physics.
Yeah.
All right, but Bloodshot can punch past gravity.
Yeah. It just hit me the other day what the biggest problem with the movie is. You have a 3-act structure to that film, but the second act repeats Act 1. It's only a 2-act film.
Whoops.
Whoops.
He just palms
Mix
a
it up.
boulder.
It's like, oh, whatever.
What I love about this movie is how even the guy who's supposed to be the idiot, like, you can tell he's got better morality than the smart guy.
Yeah.
He's also very logical too.
He
Like,
is.
Well,
His
smart
lines
people are evil,
always-
don't you know?
Yeah.
Donk.
Again, consent matters. Bitch.
Which was true for him. He didn't
Yep.
ever lift weights.
Yeah, he was just physically just that big.
Like, look at those mitts. His hands
Yeah.
are.
They're the size of Cary Elwes' head.
You can do a lot with leverage and grip, and he has both in spades.
Yeah.
Like, the sheer arm span alone that man has is just intense.
Stop it.
I forgot about that. Oh god, that could not feel good. Like, even acting that scene, like, there's no... You can soften that blow, but you're still getting Andre the Giant on your ass, like... Like,
Different.
uh, I just love how honorable everyone is. Like, even the bad guys in this, except, well, you know, it's
Everyone's so
honorable.
nice in the storybook.
No.
Oh, kiss.
I'd ship it. That's such a good line, too.
Right?
It sounded so much like Zelda.
Yeah, the synth I think is the only downfall. I'd love to hear a fully orchestrated version of a score for this. That would take it to like god tier levels.
What's this? What's this?
I just realized something. How'd they get horses up there?
Well, they rode in from the opposite direction, right?
Yeah, because they are in the country
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
yeah,
others
yeah,
were trying to get to.
I had a brain fart for a second.
We'll find a plot hole, Jesse. I promise.
You ever see the end of the second 300 movie? That's how the horses get up there.
Oh, okay. Seth, you ever sat through that all the way?
Sat through what?
The 300 Rise of an Empire?
I love that. I always think that everything is a trap. That's why I'm still alive.
Is that Eva Mendes?
Yes.
Ava Green.
No, the main villain is Eva Green. There,
Yeah,
you
Eva
were right.
Green,
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not.
No, I have not. I have not sat through that.
Yeah, it's bad.
I barely sat through 300.
Yeah.
Damn, no meat with your charcuterie? What are you doing over there?
Yeah, like, what kind of a...
He's got fruit,
What
he's
kind of a
got
food lunch is
cheese,
this?
he's got wine.
He's going to get a hangover with at his age, with the quantity of wine, and that's not very absorbent bread either. Like, you're going to get fucked up.
I thought you were saying because like I have a bunch of cheese in the fridge and I had to get snack meat.
It literally meant just
This is a really fucking beautiful area. Like, I want to go
Yeah.
here. Where was
This
this
is-
filmed?
This was like Ireland or something.
Of course.
Somewhere we
This
can't
conversation-
afford to go.
Yeah,
Well,
This
we're not allowed to leave
conversa-
our country anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
true. Especially not to Ireland. They're mad at us.
Yeah, they really hit us.
Justifiably so.
Yeah.
This conversation is how Jesse and I fight.
Girlfriend,
Boyfriend or
Jesse,
girlfriend?
Not boyfriend. Jesse.
Oh yeah, no, Jesse and I never fight.
Or future Jesse.
Boyfriend Jesse and I never fight.
Yeah.
Future Jesse and I fight in the DMs, but very lovingly. And I made both of them watch Southland Tales, so like,
Oh, I hate you.
I'm so glad
still-
I didn't.
I still have not forgiven you for that. Oh.
and
And
who is
who is
dead?
dead?
Fuck, that was my third. I'm done.
I still have all my quote power.
It's knee-jerk reactions from me now. Like I know the cadence of how they say it,
Yeah.
so I just jump in.
Yeah, my first one was literally the first line of the movie, so yeah, knee jerk deaf.
I can't look at him and not think of the Grand Negus, damn it. I can't. Quark.
He was perfect as the Grand Negus.
Oh, he's great.
I think.
He's great.
Where was I?
I feel bad having seen the American Dad version of this scene before this movie.
What?
I didn't know there was an
feel
American
bad
Dad
that you
version
did.
until now. Is it Roger or Stan? That's what I need to know.
Yep.
It's Steve and his friend Barry, who has gone off his anti-retardant pills, so now he's an evil genius.
As soon as you said Steve, I'm out.
God.
Must have been the easiest day of filming for Robin Wright. Just has to sit there with a blindfold on. She's probably asleep.
I love
I
his
really-
face throughout that.
I want to unironically work that into the plot of a movie.
Which part?
Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Yeah.
Just like set up a Sicilian villain who wins in the end. Just the joke would win itself out on like Reddit 5 years later when everyone's like, "Fuck, he got me."
It makes me really happy that my hair is as long as hers because, like, that was my inspiration for growing my hair super long was her. Yes.
Do you have a drink?
What?
Teenage Erin is happy.
Do you have a drink?
I just realized this is the Shrek copied this plot. I just realized it.
Are
I
you
literally just
what?
realized.
How you just now like it?
It never clicked for me
Farquaad-
until now. I could never. connect
Farquaad
the two.
looks like this guy
I know,
specifically because
I have not
Like,
watched
didn't-
this in like 10, 12 years. It
Didn't
just now clicked.
I think Honest Trailer even pointed out that Shrek and Princess Bride are very similar in tone and goals.
Yeah.
But Shrek is really a perfect example of postmodernist theory about how you can take a concept that has been done before and do it differently and still have it feel fresh and be good. Like, unless you think about it, you don't really realize that Shrek is the same movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What about that makes it postmodern?
Postmodernist theory, the
It-
whole concept is that everything that has been done before
It's an
everything capable of
acknowledgement.
being done has been done before.
It's
The
an
only thing
acknowledgement
left to
of
do is
itself.
remix.
It acknowledges that it's a fairy tale. It acknowledges it's set in a fairy tale land with fairy tale creatures. It acknowledges that it's a story based
It
upon
breaks
other
the fourth
stories.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, there's constant pop culture references throughout the entire thing. I mean, they even have a Matrix sequence.
Yep.
It's like they,
Back when that was fresh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Before
That's
it got
his,
driven.
that's
into the
his
ground.
reaction to her potentially being dead. I'll be very put out.
Who do you kill? Are they good or bad? What is your morality actually? But you don't recognize them?
I want someone to talk about me the way that she talks about his
I
eyes.
know, right? Seriously.
This is the Clark Kent moment. You can't notice that he's got glasses on? Okay.
Jesse, do you remember the Superman comic where they explain the like psychology and physiology of why people don't recognize Clark Kent. He like changes his posture
Yeah.
and like the way he talks and a bunch of there's like a bunch of panels of like the shift from Clark Kent to Superman that makes it so unnoticeable when you're seeing him as Clark Kent.
Yeah, it's like he hunches his back. He kind of trudges his
Right.
feet a little bit.
He lowers his jaw to look a little dumber.
Yeah. It works sometimes, you know? I could totally see that.
You could also say that Carrie Elways at least has the excuse of, it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it because, like, I think about bodybuilders when they do like those pictures where they're like really artfully posed and they've got all their muscles engaged. Versus if you just see a bodybuilder slouching, they look like two different people.
Yeah.
Do you mean that glute pic you sent to the group chat? Because fuck you.
That guy, oh my god, his ass muscles were so tight that his butthole looked like a black hole that his glutes was disappearing into. Like, that was how that situation was. It was painfully tight.
This is peak comedy.
Oh man, I love her throwing herself down the hill.
Is
Yeah,
this,
like,
is this a
just-
Three Stooges reference? It feels like it is.
You can very obviously see it's two
It's-
stunt
yep.
men doing the
Yeah,
falls.
it is.
That's another point for making
Worst
this
swing
movie.
ever.
That's another point for making this movie in the 50s, like Three Stooges and The Princess Bride. Because
Yeah.
they already did that Snow White movie.
Oh my god, that I would fucking watch the hell out of that movie. If I invent time travel before I die, I am making that movie.
Sicilian,
You guys remember when they tried to redo the Three Stooges?
Unfortunately, yes.
Will Sasso was in it.
Yeah.
was.
He was Curly.
I want to die.
True love is finding someone who will yeet themselves for you.
It's true.
I will yeet for you as the rain starts to pour.
You can tell this film is low budget because the lighting keeps changing between shots.
Because they filmed it outside and used natural light.
I know. It's just, it's just something that I
Remember when
noticed.
people did that?
Yeah.
Like, shot their film outside and used the free sunlight that was up in the sky instead of lights that they had to fucking bring in batteries. Like, could you imagine? Because that looks like the fucking middle of nowhere, getting lighting batteries out there and shit. Oh my god, that would be
You
a hell
mean,
of a...
you mean a
What's-
generator?
well, okay, fair enough.
What's
I
funny
was
about
thinking-
We don't light with flashlights, Aaron.
What's funny about the Quibi version of the scene is it's Neil Patrick Harris as Wesley and his husband as Buttercup, and when they start kissing, Neil Patrick Harris brings out the tongue, so the grandson's saying, stop it, makes more sense.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
that was the first thing that you have said about that has actually made me want to see it. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Diego Luna. I'm kind of on board.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not anti-Quibi, but like it just feels like too much for my little brain. But that makes me want to watch.
Did I bring up how the last scene of the Quibi version is basically
Yes.
Rob Reiner as the grandson? Yeah. And Carl Reiner as the granddad.
Emotional
Aw.
payoff. That's the way to get me involved.
This is such a good composition.
No, I'm good, thanks.
You can tell this is filmed in the 80s because he's got a rat tail.
The kissing part.
Jesse, did you have a rat tail when you were a kid?
No, I don't think so, no.
Seth, fortunately, was too young to have to deal with that face.
Yeah. That was a weird time.
I was like 9 when peak rat tail phase hit, so fortunately Seth just narrowly avoided that one. I love how he's just like fighting fire with his bare hands. He is so subtly badass in ways that you don't really notice the first time you watch this film.
He's cool under
Where
pressure.
does he get the gel? I want to know what the history of hair gel is, because that is slicked back.
what was lard for many, many moons.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I love her accent in this movie. That is like trauma right there. That's a lot to unpack.
It's the Beauty and the Beast method.
Ah, Stockholm Syndrome. Cumberbund is such a funny name.
Yeah. Oh, so it is the Phantom. I kind of like to do the Phantom on the palate cleanser one time. I kind of want to.
Ben Affleck's Phantoms? What?
Fuck you! No!
Dude, you were the shit in
You
Phantoms.
can never have too much Billy Zane.
Yeah. I miss when Billy Zane was doing good stuff.
I know, right?
Do you mean The Mummy?
I love how this is the first time we really see
wasn't in The
fear in
Mummy.
his eyes.
He wasn't in The Mummy.
Billy Zane was in The Mummy.
No, the Brendan Fraser one? No, he wasn't. That's not him. I know who you're thinking of. That's not him.
Who am I thinking of?
What's his name?
What was it John Mulaney said we all had fears of? Quicksand and what? Falling anvils of TNT?
Arnold Vosloo is
Arnold
the person you're thinking of.
Vosloo is
Arnold
who I'm thinking
Vosloo,
of.
that's it. Yeah,
Vosloo.
it looks
Okay,
like
that's
Billy
how
Zane,
it's
but it's not him.
He really does.
Yes, he absolutely does. It is kind of creepy.
God damn it, I'm getting flashbacks to Rise of Skywalker. Fuck!
Oh, I was thinking about John Mulaney talking about how we all feared quicksand as children.
Oh, the point that I was going to make, this is the first time you ever see fear in Wesley's eyes. He's very confident and cool and collected up until that point, but like as soon as he sees her disappear, like before he has that plan, there's a moment of fear, and then there's like the plan, and then it sets in. It's such good micro acting. I love it.
No one cared who I was until I put on the mask.
Hey, Jim Henson puppet.
Dude, no cap though. I would hate to have that sand on my face.
Oh,
Jesus.
yes. And in your hair,
In
can you
in
imagine?
your mouth, in your eyes.
Oh god, the eyelashes.
Ooh,
Look at her eyelashes. They're like crusted.
crispy.
No problem. I love that line because he literally just saw one.
I know.
Yes. That is perfect comedic timing on that hit, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Like,
It really
Boom.
is, yeah. Maybe this puppet doesn't look quite so good. That's
The
clearly
puppet-
a person in a suit. It doesn't.
yes.
It kind of looks like the rat from the BBC Narnia movies.
Oh god, yeah, you're right.
And you can tell he's trying not to force the jaw apart too hard, but to
Yeah.
look like he's forcing it apart. Yeah.
It's clearly a. Maybe that's not so good.
Dong.
In fairness, though, we have no idea what take this is. That might have been a perfectly great costume at take 1, and this is take like 99.
Yeah.
Because they're putting it through the paces. Like he's
It's a-
scratching at the face.
It's a real good thing these giant rats don't have giant rabies.
You don't foam at the mouth, you just explode. One more time?
That counts as a quote.
Stop it.
Oh my god, that's so pretty. Let's go there. Yes, it actually kind of was. Like, fuck, dude.
What are
I'm
you
like-
doing in my swamp?
What are you doing?
Oh my god, how fucking good of a movie would that be, though?
And they just find an ogre out of nowhere.
Yes, and it's fucking Shrek, and they just, like, fucking fight it out. Oh, I'm here for that.
Somebody.
What is the 1986 equivalent of All-Star by the Smash Mouth? By the Smash Mouth? What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah. Aaron, you're gonna love
86 or
this.
87.
Oh.
Rick Astley's never gonna give you up.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes! It just made my life.
You remember when that was unironically on the radio? I don't. I wasn't alive, but it was.
I do remember, actually.
Like a few months ago, I heard the "Hey Yeah Yeah" song.
What's
Oh,
going
wow.
on by Four Non-Blondes?
Oh, yeah.
Here's another casting choice for 1950s Princess Bride: Vincent Price as the Six-Fingered Man.
Oh wow!
There you go, yeah.
I swear it will be done.
She almost has a transatlantic accent.
Just picture her up as he moves.
I think that's kind of what they were going for, though, I guess.
Listen, I couldn't bear it if you died again. ROUSs? I don't believe they exist.
That would be amazing. Amazing.
I'm pretty sure that accent is the reason that Ed Wood didn't do well in theaters.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason that movies started sucking at a certain point is because, like, somebody invented a time machine and was like, hey, I'm gonna fix all these movies that I liked when I was a kid that weren't perfect.
And somebody's been progressively going back in time over and over and over again, just fucking up movies.
What if Film Rescue caused that? What if we're the inciting incident?
Yes! I
Oh,
love
I
it.
love this.
We are our own worst enemies.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like when satire gets lost and just turns into actual thought.
It's like when the Onion articles become true, like 4 years later.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. If I was running The Onion, I would think about shutting down the site every day.
I would honestly wonder if I was a fortune teller or like a predictor of the future. Soothsayer.
I just remember after the 2016 election, the next Simpsons episode's chalkboard gag was "Being right sucks."
Yeah. And they continue to be right, like, every single season since.
I'm pretty sure that statistically, and I want somebody to do the math, so that's why I'm putting it out on the internet, that The Onion has been correct about things a greater percentage of the time than Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Herpes is a bitch.
That look.
Don't show my headphones.
He looks way too happy about all this.
I'm sure it's the only fun the executioners actually had.
Oh,
Or
that
it's his
dress,
fetish.
though.
Have you ever taken a
love
deep
how-
dive on Google and looked up Spanish Inquisition torture methods?
No, it's not.
Can't say I have.
It's It's interesting.
I love how even her footsteps sounded mournful and sad. So
Yeah.
good.
You know why?
Life's not fair, kid. The end. That's the 2020 version.
In Once Upon a Deadpool, Fred Savage is literally duct taped to the bed.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why am I here?"
It's a framing device.
It's a framing device.
He's not-
Oh, hey, they fixed his crown, Aaron.
Good. Well, that's because Dad died.
He did
and
fix
he got
the
Dad's
crown.
Yeah.
It's not better, but he fixed it.
Yeah.
What's his dad's crown now? That's why.
Oh shit! American Dad referenced Princess Bride twice because they did a thing with Klaus in the future in a human body, telling a story to his grandson.
Mm. I can't see this and not think of scenes from Life of Brian.
Yeah.
This is a visual representation of Twitter. She's been through trauma. She didn't really have a choice. She made the best decision that she thought she had at the time, and still the crowd is like, fuck you.
Also, who is this woman?
I know.
I don't know.
Oh, it was all a dream. Never mind. It's all good.
She's the town
How
witch.
great would it have been if that was Miracle Max's wife?
That would have been funnier. Me when the Discord is funnier than me during recording. Yes, you're very smart. Shut up. He could. It wasn't. He didn't. They don't.
Who lies the most in this movie?
This is what gaslighting looks like.
It really is.
It was you that did the leaving in the swamp. Wait, you're the reason I left! Please don't kill yourself, pretty lady.
No, don't kill yourself. You're so hot.
Spoken like an incel.
For
Spoken
this
like an
scene
incel?
for this scene specifically in the Quibi version, it's Andy Serkis as Rugen and Elijah Wood as Humperdinck.
I'm actually okay with that.
I love that they're still buddies this far after Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Did you see the reunion, quote unquote? Like the 90-minute reunion on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was all right. It's interesting to see that.
They're confusing. I watched the Scott Pilgrim one live,
Oh yeah.
and it was great. Every actor in that movie loves that movie as much as we love that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
I love that. Now kiss.
I ship it.
For real though, those two are supposed to end up together, right?
Kinky.
Can't help but wonder: is this where Kojima got it for Metal Gear Solid's torture scene?
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's not like electricity was not a common torture method.
Yeah, I was just somewhat joking.
Getting kinky.
But what's the safe word?
Ocelot. Ocelot.
Consent matters.
Now we're discovering why it really matters. It's not actually on his nipples, and that kind of bugs me a little.
Your OCD kicks in. You're just like, no, it's not in the right spot.
When you nut, but she keeps sucking. That's a leg shaker.
If you just put it on at 0, just give you like 90-minute abs.
Maybe. Carrie Elways was like, I'd rather cut my own foot off.
And then he went and did.
Thank you for getting that joke.
I get it.
I got it.
I know that Brandon loves those movies. I don't care.
Oh, he and I both admit they're bad, but we both love them.
Oh, okay.
Any twist that makes it like deeper and dumber is, by the time they're on like the third cop, I'm like, who the fuck is keeping this going? How many books did Jigsaw write?
I will say, I have never laughed so hard at a horror film than when Donnie Wahlberg gets his head crushed by 2 falling pieces of ice.
Those are some
That
mutton
was
chops,
the
by the
funniest goddamn shit.
Especially because the scene before was, hey, if you go in this room, you lose the game and someone dies. And he was like, oh, better go in that room. And then Donnie Wahlberg, who's been stuck in a trap for 3 movies, goes, oh, fuck me.
So is the 5th one supposed to be good, or do people just like it because it's saying something?
Okay, it's 1 is the best, 2 is not really a Saw movie, but it's still fine.
It was reworked from another script to be a Saw film.
Right. 3 is fine, 4 is dog shit, 5 is barely okay, 6 is double dog shit, and then 7, depending on where you land on good bad movies, is pretty good.
What
It's
about
literally an
Jigsaw?
insurance salesman killing his own people. It's wild.
Then there
Yeah,
was
but what
that.
about Jigsaw that came out like 3 years ago? Or
It's just a
whatever?
repeat of the original.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. I'm friends with I'm acquaintances with Josh Stolberg that wrote that one, and then the new Spiral movie. And so there, I mean, he was like, basically, I had nothing to run from, so I just made my own material and had fun with it, and I respect it. So I have.
Oh, this is such a sad scene.
Look at how much he's drank.
I know, right? I love how he's just like absolutely shit wrecked, and he can still just like wham, wham, wham. Oh, by the way, yo there is a common Spanish word for fuck, so I think that's how they got around the F word.
Nice.
Look at his hands.
I know.
Jesus.
The big, strong hands, aren't they?
One punch. Bam.
Could you imagine the massages he gives?
No, that sounds painful.
No, it sounds like he would break me in half.
I mean,
Just he pushes into your back and cracks your ribs forward.
he's not like an idiot. He can control his strength, I would assume.
Yeah, like
I
Superman.
hope so. He cracks your sternum from the back.
Oh.
How did Fezzik know about
Fatality.
Rugen? Here's your plot hole.
I
How does
love that.
Fezzik know about Rugen?
It's been a while. It's been a few
I know
days,
about
right?
that. Yeah, it's been a couple of days.
No problem. In Ghost of Tsushima, I could do it.
This movie's interesting because, yeah, a lot of time does pass, like, a lot more than it feels like. It feels like this movie takes place in, like, 30 minutes of real time.
I mean, that's probably in part due to the pacing of a 90-minute edit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it's truncating things too much. It feels like it's
No.
just right.
No.
It's like the opposite of what Dark Knight Rises, where like 6 months pass in a cut. I was like, what the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
Yeah.
This is when we need title cards. Just 5 days later,
Yeah.
a day later, whatever. Just tell us, and now
amazing.
we're on board.
Bruce
Amazing
Wayne.
what that
Bruce
can do.
Wayne
It's
is just back in Gotham for no reason.
Everyone in Gotham is quarantined. No one's leaving their houses. But, bitch, we have been in quarantine and we still leave our fucking houses.
I guess in theory, this is only happening over the course of a couple hours because this is a story being read in one evening.
Oh, hey, it's solid
But it's from a book that's pacing it out.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how that works?
Do you not trust my take on movies?
She was inferring you were mansplaining.
No, this is a background story about Serenity.
I see. Okay.
Which Serenity?
The Firefly one.
Okay.
Okay.
I only exposed Jesse to Serenity 2019.
God, that movie.
I don't know.
I would genuinely watch it again just to do a shit drunk commentary for it.
God, the way his face falls in that scene, I love it.
I don't know if I'd get angrier on the second watch knowing what's going to happen.
Knowing
next.
the twist.
Yeah,
Probably just more annoyed than anything.
I actually held off listening to that episode because I thought, oh no, I have to really binge Firefly in the next few days. Then I look at it again, it's like, oh, 2019, okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
The Serenity movie is actually Joss Whedon's Serenity. Despite what you may think of him, it's an okay movie.
What
But
they were
would you
proposing
say?
what
Go ahead.
sorry. They were proposing what movies were coming up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come one for Serenity." And they're like, "Oh yeah, 2019," and I'm like, "Oh, never mind, I won't."
Would you say you need to watch Firefly before you watch Serenity?
Yes, it's
Actually,
not
no.
a movie, it's a final episode.
Actually,
we go.
no. The first time I saw Serenity, I had not seen Firefly, and I still liked it.
Well, same.
I saw
Same.
it in the theater without seeing Firefly. I still thought it was enjoyable. I didn't really 100% understand it, but like when I go into a franchise film and I don't know the franchise, I'm kind of okay with not understanding everything. I'm just like along for the ride.
You're gonna
Hey,
love
if
when we
you're
do
lis-
Transformers 3 then.
Fuck you.
I added it to the chopping block next season.
if you're still watching this Princess Bride commentary,
I keep trying to bring it back to Princess Bride,
Okay,
but
okay.
y'all are just
in the
killing me
qui-
here.
In the Quibi version, Humperdinck in this scene is Ernie Hudson.
I always thought that was like a
Oh,
little
that's
doll.
pretty.
That was that one shot, that long distance shot. It always looked like a doll in a little set. I don't know why I always thought that.
That is the sound of the ultimate suffering. All right, 1.
Man in Black. This isn't Dark
Man in
Tower.
Black,
This is
Johnny
Dark
Cash?
Tower.
Man in Black, Johnny Cash.
Man,
There you
he would
go.
be so beneficial at cons and stuff. Shit.
oh, true.
Yeah.
Dress him up as like Alphonse Elric with the suit of armor. No one's gonna get in your way.
Coming through, Freedom Train.
Boom.
Again, great comedic timing. I always forget this scene is in this movie.
It's so magical.
I do love it though. It's pretty.
Looks like it's out of Legend.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting like odd references to Lord of the Rings Two Towers when they first run into Gandalf the White.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that's what they used to call me. Gandalf the Grey. I'm Gandalf the White. Bitches.
I would be so sassy if I were Gandalf. Oh, poor Inigo.
There you go.
Where's the kitten? Goofy. I'm good. Damn, this kid's so fucking gullible.
I know, right?
Stupid kid.
Is that Doctor Doom behind Captain America there?
Some fucking badass toys behind him.
No, it's not Doctor Doom. It's like a Battletoad. Or no, it's a Gorn from Star Trek.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Gorn. I am probably one of two people on this that probably knows what that is.
Well, I've seen the clip.
Oh yeah, it is the most seen clip on YouTube probably.
What? You can't hear it. No way. You can. No. I don't believe it.
Where do we go to buy
He
America?
carries
'Cause I
them with
can, like,
one
use-
hand.
Yeah.
Areas.
And dead weight is hard to carry too.
I love the fact that he's playing like a surly old Jew. He just sounds like that. Just like, what do you want? Ah. Like I've seen so many people because part of my family is Jewish, and so many people in my family act like this. This is not a stereotype.
Jesse's grandmother is a like New York Jew, and her accent is just
So
so I couldn't eat it all.
with two C's.
How did Billy Crystal end up in this movie? I'd have to know. I'd have to know the process.
Him and Reiner are buds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe the makeup's not as good as it could be. It's a little too plasticky.
Yeah.
For the
80s.
time period, though.
Yeah, but for the time,
like-
it's pretty good. But also,
That's a young-
but it's also because we're looking at like an HD upres of the original negative.
Oh yeah.
So
Why did Inigo feel the need to lie?
Yeah, like, they actually do have a good story.
what's your story?
So a Phoenix
Back in
down
the-
would work. Got it.
Back in the olden days, I believe if you drowned, they would stick the bellows up your butt and like do the thing, and they thought that worked.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it was to do a tobacco smoke enema. It was supposed to help with that kind of thing, like drowning. I don't really know how. The Victorian era was weird. But every time I see a bellows now, I think about tobacco smoke enemas.
You think of tobacco smoked enemas.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Remind
a
your
thing I
therapist
know
not to do
exists
word
now.
association.
Word association with somebody with ADHD is probably the weirdest thing, just because of the way our brains work.
Boy.
I love her. I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
It's Carol Kane, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's Carol Kane. That's right.
Isn't she on Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the same lady?
Yeah. She's my favorite character on Kimmy Schmidt.
She was in Scrooge. She was the second ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me of a movie to add to Split the Difference. When a stranger calls.
Yeah.
It's a prime example of copying the original material exactly as is, but doing it badly.
I feel like Split the Difference is going to be either we're like right on figuring out exactly what we want to do, or we're going to search for a while, and then the suggestions are going to be off the wall and fun.
Like, there'd be no point doing a Split the Difference on, like, funny people, would there?
Well, we're doing Psycho, which is a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah.
But the only difference about Funny People is that it's literally the same director. It's the same director and the same writer. They just put different actors in. I'm not sure what the point of it was.
I think Cecil B. DeMille did something similar with Ten Commandments. No.
I do
No,
Ben
Ten
Hur
Commandments,
versus Ben
yeah.
Hur.
Which Ben Hur? The one with driving his Ketamington bull?
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Look at that set. It just wobbles. Jesus, his hands!
Yeah. His thumb is just so fat. It's...
His thumb is like a baby's arm. What the
It
fuck?
really is.
When you
of
said
his
that, I
fingers is
couldn't help but
Shaq's
think of Austin Powers Goldmember. It was like a baby's arm holding an apple.
Seth,
Yes.
Google Andre the Giant's daughter.
Oh,
I was wondering where the D was going after Andre the Giant. I was like, is she going to give me Ben Shapiro's sister feelings?
No, she's going to give you... that is exactly what I expected of Andre the Giant's daughter feelings.
she looked just like him?
She looks very similar, and I think she was treated earlier. I don't know if she has the same condition. I think she does, and was treated earlier or something. It's been a while since I've looked into her, but she, I've watched her in interviews, and she's really interesting.
In the Quibi version of this scene, Wesley is Taika Waititi.
That is amazing.
That is the best version.
If I only had a wheelbarrow, that'd be something. That's two.
But she was doing, like, alt fashion for a while, and it was really interesting, so I thought it was really cool. He just has it.
Actually, he's a kleptomaniac.
Nick's telling on himself.
Kiss, kiss.
What?
Kiss, kiss.
Remember when Wolf of Wall Street did the scene for like 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since I saw
The
Wolf of Wall
Lamborghini.
Street.
The Quaalude scene.
Yeah, the Quaalude scene
Ah,
where
okay.
he's trying to get into the Lamborghini.
We almost made that a movie. We almost
Like the one-
made a.
That's the scene
Weekend
where
at
it caps
Bernie's.
off with doing drugs is like Popeye eating spinach, right?
Oh, her dress is stunning. Her costumes are just amazing.
Did this earn any nominations for its set or costume design?
I don't
nope.
believe so. This was like pretty.
You okay? No, wrong cage, wrong cage.
Oh, you're talking to a bird. I was like, is everything good?
Sorry, we had a bird conflict and I didn't have time to mute.
Seth, this is just how you're gonna have to do Sarah and Gerald's wedding.
I'm gonna crack a beer one-handed Palm Springs style at their wedding. I'm officiating my roommate's wedding, and I'm going. They said no rules.
Nice.
People are wearing like casual folk clothing, no suits or anything. I'm cracking a beer one-handed, marriage, and that's it.
In the Quibi version, the priest is John Malkovich.
Oh, of course. It makes perfect sense.
That dream within a dream.
Within our dream.
It's like he's eating molasses.
In this scene of the Quibi version, Fezzik is Charlize Theron.
Wow. I've never seen that scene with subtitles, and knowing what he's saying makes it even better.
I enjoy movies a lot more now that I watch them with subtitles. I was opposed at first when my dad started using them, but now I'm very pro.
Yeah, watching with subtitles saves a lot of rewinding.
This fucking guy.
I need a hero. Holding up for a hero to the end of the night.
They play that song at the end of Saints Row 3.
Thought you were going to say Short Circuit 2.
that too.
Hey, Nick,
Yeah?
you're welcome to never bring up Short Circuit ever again.
What did Short Circuit do to hurt you so bad, Seth?
You know that bit where Paul Rudd goes on Conan and shows that clip from that old fucking
Mac and
80s
me, yes.
movie? Yeah. That's going to be my Short Circuit. If I'm ever on Conan, I'm going to show out of context racist clips from Short Circuit.
I'm going to be beating the living headlights out of you. How do you miss business of another patriarchy?
I know this movie is only an hour and a half, but I feel like it seems so much longer.
It's got a lot of shit in it.
Yeah. Racist.
Multi-kill.
I was waiting for the ×4 to show up in the corner.
Yeah. He's like fully committed too.
For some reason, I look at that shot and I always think he should come out from around the corner and then go back down the hallway. Like a Bugs Bunny cartoon where they keep going in and out of different doors.
Yes.
Right.
I always feel like that was supposed to happen. I don't know why.
I think it's happened in like similar like Pink Panther.
Oh yeah, it has. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a good thing the six-fingered man was busy tying his shoes to allow Inigo to
Yeah.
catch up. And it's hard for him to tie because he has 6 fingers on one hand.
Enough? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the score is the only thing holding these
Yeah,
scenes
I
back.
don't like- I
It
don't
really
like the
is.
music.
I wonder if anybody has done this with 4, because I cannot imagine us being the first one to think of that.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did like their own fan version of it.
You know, the score in this part feels like those full moon pictures movies. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
cheap knockoffs.
Like they
now-
rent a castle for a summer and film like 15 movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
now you're
Oh my god, I
reminding
want to
me.
do that.
The Asylum does that. They have like one submarine set they keep reusing for like every movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, now you're reminding me that the Quibi version actually redoes the music, and it's a lot better.
Oh my god. You guys want to get mad? You guys want to get really mad?
Sure.
No, but
Sure.
sure.
So the Princess Bride in concert, accompanied by the National Symphony Orchestra, was supposed to be at Wolf Trap
Oh,
Friday,
yeah.
July 31st.
That's right,
We could have gone and seen that, but it was canceled because of the virus.
Fuck.
2020.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mad because that sounds amazing. If that ever happens again, we totally need to go. Like, when there's not a pandemic.
I wish there was just a mulligan on 2020.
I
Like
know, right?
debts, card payments, bills, just mulligan on the whole year. Everyone's
Live, die, repeat. 2020.
That
If I were ever stuck in a Groundhog Day loop, I would just use it to get through my backlog of movies I need to watch.
It was a shock that no one picked that as one of their quotes.
well, there's only 2 women on this episode, and I wasn't gonna take it.
I had already used 3 before we got to the scene. So.
Bonk.
Oh, and in the version of the Quibi version of this scene, it's Javier Bardem and Bryan Cranston.
Oh god, I have to see this.
Holy shit!
All right, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll sell out. I'll get Quibi just to see that.
Yes,
Do they do like the entire movie?
Yeah.
they do mostly the entire movie.
So it's kind of
yeah.
like they just do random scenes and they stitch them together.
They do most of the scenes. Like the sound of ultimate suffering is not there, but it mostly tells the story completely.
Okay. Why is that scene not there?
I don't know.
Because it's hard to do on Quibi, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's a lot of like
You
post
can't
production
fit
stuff.
it. You can't fit it in between 6 and 10 minutes.
Oh, all the clips will be between 6 and 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like
it's
that.
an episodic format.
Oh, so it's like
It's like-
early days of YouTube then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's like that Shrek thing they did a couple years ago where they like every 30 seconds was a different animation or film style.
I mean, to the Quibi version's credit, they pick natural cliffhanger points.
That makes sense.
This film fortunately has a lot of them because there are a lot of little
Me money.
like conflicts that they overcome in short.
Want my father back, you son of a bitch. He was like fatally stabbed, wasn't he? In the stomach?
He's the hero, so he can't die yet.
Oh, I just thought he saw the RoboCop remake last week too.
On that side, actually, he's got a good shot of surviving.
Yeah, it's the other side that's the
That
problem.
Yeah, that's not liver or appendix, so he's doing pretty good. Might be his spleen.
Yeah, you can live without.
You can live
spleen.
without that though.
Airtight logic.
Loopholes.
Oh my god, Expendables, but gender swap it
That was a plan.
And
They were
have-
gonna
on that?
do that.
and have like Charlize Theron, Lucy Lawless, Gina Carrera, and Linda Hamilton.
They were planning a film called Expendables. Like Zoe Bell was going to be in there, Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey. They were going to do that, and then because the Expendables franchise.
No.
What?
Yeah, no. When the men in the Expendables are of a certain age, we can't take. I hate this. We're gonna make it women, but they're all gonna be like in their 20s and 30s.
Zoe Bell was almost 50.
Women of the appropriate. Okay, yeah, but like a lot of the other women that they were considering for that were younger, from what I remember.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
Drives me crazy when Hollywood does that shit.
I think this.
I really want to fix the new Charlize Theron movie on Netflix
Old Guard.
next season. The Old Guard. Not that it's bad. I have like two big critiques, and that's it.
This version in Quibi, it's Paul Rudd as Wesley, and as Humperdinck, it's actually Carrie Elwes.
That is kind of hysterical. I love it. That's meta as
That's
fuck.
brilliant. I love it.
I've been trying to get them to download Quibi to watch Dummy so we can do a film rescue on Dummy. And they have been refusing. So thank you for convincing them to download Quibi, because that has been the only thing that has been holding me back there. So
you're-
please
you're
think I'm
welcome.
gonna watch Dummy after watching Princess Bride Redux.
Today, I watched The Princess Bride
Anna
and
Kendrick
the.
is actually wonderful in it. And if you like Anna Kendrick, you'll enjoy it. Like, it does need to be rescued, but I wouldn't say that it's a bad show.
Yeah, today
There's
in
a
my
lot of good things. There's just some things that it needs to fix.
today in my downloading of Quibi, I watched The Princess Bride and the Most Dangerous Game. So, and the only other things I'm interested in are the Sam Raimi directed 50 States of Fright, Dummy, and The Game Show.
Let me know if the Sam Raimi one is good.
I mean, he's usually good at that sort of thing.
I mean, yeah, but shit happens sometimes. Even Romero lost his touch.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if Sam Raimi's still attached to Doctor Strange 2 when this is all over.
Yeah.
No, he will be.
Dude, you get on that horse.
Hello,
Oh no,
lady.
they're gonna become the Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
If he was to get on that horse, it would kill the horse.
Yeah, that poor horse.
He could probably carry the horse.
It's just this would hurt the horse. Like, the amount of weight that you get from that kind of a fall is a lot. Okay, this scene is
Listen,
not great.
Stanley Yelnats, you carry this pig up the mountain every day, but on the last day you carry me up.
Still like that movie.
It's a perfect film.
I believe it.
It's such a good movie.
Is that actually Andre? That can't be. That's good matte painting. I miss matte paintings.
Yep.
Nah, you don't want to hear this.
It's kissing again.
A little kissing.
So here's a practical question. Is the Fred Savage framing device really necessary for this film?
I think yes.
Like,
I think-
the romance is kind of shallow when you look at it, but it makes sense when viewed through a child's eyes.
I disagree with that because Up set up the perfect romance in 5 minutes.
And then brought it down in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, for real. That was.
God damn it, that movie.
I think the framing device of Fred Savage allows the movie to get away with shit that you would question in the straightforward version.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
I think it also
It makes the
explains
satire work better.
I don't know
Satire,
if
but
it's
silliness.
parody, not quite satire.
Yeah.
I think it also explains the stagey look of like the fight scenes, especially the Cliffs of Insanity.
Right, exactly.
Also, there were 5 kisses before the one with Wesley and Buttercup. What are those 5 kisses? I submit the upside down rain kiss from Spider-Man as one.
Holy crap. So they did have him ride the horse. However, he was suspended by wires to prevent hurting the horse.
Jesus.
Because the horse could not support his entire weight. Could you imagine the feat of that?
Just get a double. Oh my god.
Nathan for you was, well, I guess he was behind the times.
For what?
Do you remember that episode of Nathan for you? When he got the giant balloon to
Oh. Horseback riding for overweight people. That was a Nathan for you episode. Damn, what a good time.
Yeah. I haven't seen this movie in like 12 years.
Me too.
Thanks for movie night with me, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Are we doing
I don't know.
palate cleanser
I don't know
tomorrow?
how long.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
at
at 4.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know how long recording's going to go, but I remember watching the credits the other day, and what one of the credits said was, "Read the Del Rey book this is based on."
But he just,
I wish
but Peter
more
Falk just read it
movie-
for us. I don't need to read it now.
the impressive clergyman.
I wish more movies based on books would do that.
The albino.
There she is, Carol Kane. Crystal. Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it right now. Yeah. Hang on, best part's coming up. Is there a line that's missing from that? Where they say, "Oh, who was that?" I have no idea. Or am I misremembering the movie?
I think you're misremembering.
What am I thinking of?
Also, I love that Willow is what's suggested next.
Oh Jesus!
Makes sense.
You are great.
I don't hate Willow. It's just a cheap knockoff of Lord of the Rings.
Just hit escape.
Where?
On your keyboard.
Do we need to keep running audio or are we done?
I'm gonna stop.
No, I'll do an outro. This is the end. Stop recording.
Okay.